Whenever I think about the years 2019 to 2020, it sends me into such a state of psychosis that it takes hours to get back to any sense of normalcy. I've been doing YouTube in some shape or form for damn near 15 years of my life. Specifically my YouTube channel, which you may or may not have heard of, called Ben of the Week, I have been doing for 12 years. It just celebrated its 12th birthday. Everyone say, happy birthday. And I realized, I understand a lot of you guys kind of first heard about my existence or saw me for the first time in like 2019, 2020, and then a lot more recently. Maybe you just started watching me like last month, whatever the case may be. Maybe specifically for the people who are new, but also just a walk down goddamn memory lane for the mamas that have been mamas since 2019, maybe even 2018. God damn it. I forget. Kamala Harris was so fucking right when she said we exist within the context. We didn't give her enough credit for that. We didn't really think about what that meant, because I've been forgetting. I've been forgetting about the context in which I exist in. And holy fuck, I have forgotten about so many insane moments in my life as an influencer and content creator. And I've never really talked about a lot of the things that I've seen, the experiences I've witnessed. There's some that I will not talk about today, but I'd like to, for one night only, open up to you and hold your hand and take you down memory lane as we talk about the journey. Because I realize it's starting to feel normal for me, I'd say. Maybe just now, maybe like 6 years after starting social media as like a full-time career, it's only starting to, I literally realize this, like it's starting to feel like a normal thing. But for the past 6 years, I've had the most insane life experience, I would say. Insane and like not insane in a lot of ways. Like a good portion of it was me sitting on my ass playing Fortnite, but a good portion of it was insane experiences that I never thought I would experience in this lifetime. That some are so scary, some are so silly, some are so bonkers that I'm like, what did I do in a past life to deserve? But I'd like to, we have to start. How did this all come to be? I started TikTok in like 2018. I had like a Musical.ly account, but then as we all know, it became TikTok. And from there, I just started posting like random stuff. Like I remember this first video I made was like me. It was like some weird early TikTok trend where like I pretended to be Noah Centineo, because people, listen, I looked fucking crazy back then, but okay, now not saying that Noah Centineo looks, well, anyways, I made a video saying that I look like him, and I think it got like 100,000 views, which like blew my mind, because like mind you, I had been doing YouTube videos. Okay, wait, sorry, let me rewind even more. I made my first YouTube video in 2010 when I was 10 years old. Which I realized some of y'all literally weren't born yet. Oh my god. But I made my first video in like 2010. And by video, I'm using that term so lightly. Like it was me like screaming into like a MacBook, not even a MacBook, like a HP like camera with like horrible audio. And then I would just like throw like Minecraft videos. I had a collab YouTube channel with my friends at school where we would like post little skits. I had a gaming channel with friends where we would play like CSGO and had like our own like CSGO clan. I had a food review channel. I had a music review channel. Wouldn't fucking name it. I tried doing it. And when I say all of these different niches that I attempted, they would get at most 10 or 20 views per video. Like if I got 200 views on a video, I was over the fucking moon. I was extravagant. I was so excited. So I had this first channel, which maybe it had like 200 videos on it. And then it got taken down by YouTube. Rightfully so, because I got monetized on it somehow. And I started clicking on my own ads. because I didn't have a job because I was like 14. So I'm like, wait, like if I click my own ads, maybe, and I think I made $3, but then they like tracked down like they realized that the IP that I was posting from was like the same IP that was clicking all of the ads, and they like shut down my account. I was like, fuck. So there was like a year where I barely posted anything. And then in 2013, I started my YouTube channel, Ben of the Week. Originally, it was like it was supposed to be a collab channel with friends again, where like we would all post on a certain day of the week. So it was gonna be like Ben of the Week, Cole of the Week, Jessica of the Week, and then they like went off and did like meth. Like one of them is like fully like a meth addict with like no teeth right now, which is so crazy. The other one is like pregnant. And I'm like a mixture of both now. But so I just like kept the name and I just kept posting my own videos, and it was like. It was kind of like a variety show. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. I would just like talk about like pop culture topics, but I didn't even really know what I was talking about. Like I'd be like, today Kim Kardashian was spotted with her BBL, and like I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Like I didn't know who Kim Kardashian was. I was just like, I'd like go on Twitter and like see that's what people are talking about, and then I would like pretend to know. It was so weird. Then I made like skits. Fuck it. It was just an evolution of just I tried being like the I don't know, like the Joey Graceffas, the Dolan twins, where like it would be like little like 6-minute long videos where you'd like do a fucking BuzzFeed quiz, and no one gave a fuck. Like no one was watching these. Like still like 50, 60 views per video. There'd be like occasionally, I remember I made a video. One thing I will say I was good at was I made parodies. Like I made a parody of Roar by Katy Perry. And holy fuck, I think it got like 20K views, and I was gassed the fuck up. And it got all these views right as I was going to Catholic camp, like a Catholic summer camp where they like take your phones away and everything. So like I literally thought like as they were taking my phone away and as I was getting sent the fuck away to this camp, like it was getting like thousands of views an hour, and I was like, like I was like, I'm literally about to go viral. And I have to go to fucking Christian camp. And I was so mad. And the whole week, I had no access to the outside world. And I thought I was like going to come back and be this like digital sensation. And then I came back. Like the views stopped. I think it like plateaued at like 30K views, which was still like so insane for me. But I was like, fuck. Right. Then I was like on Vine, but not in like a real way. Like same thing. No one was watching my fucking Vines. But I made a lot. Like I made like 200. Thank God the app is gone, because like my footprint on there. Ugh, Lord have mercy. Anyways, so then I was like in college, and I was working at Bubba Gump. Then I dropped out of college. Let the record state, I need to state this somewhere so people don't think that I dropped out of college for TikTok. I dropped out of college because I fucking hated college. I was doing a communications degree at McEwen University in Edmonton, Alberta. I was a year and a half into it, and then I was like, I kind of want to park my car in a garage and fucking start it and let the fumes kill me. I hated it so much. So I dropped out and was literally just working at Bubba Gump. And I really had no plan. I was like, okay, I was going to switch to a graphic design major because like I wanted to do something artistic, but my mom actually did graphic design. Like she went to art school, did graphic design as a career, and then like fully switched careers because like it was such a grueling job. Like she had to do so much work and like stay in so late. So I was like, but I had no other fucking real option. So like I was just dancing through life with no fucking prospects. And I will say, like, the kind of uncertainty, that feeling of uncertainty that you get when you don't know what the fuck you're going to do for a job, for a career, for like school, is one of the most uncomfortable feelings I've had. And it was a feeling that I had for a very long time. Like I let that shit linger where I was just for years had no clue what I wanted to do except for YouTube. Guys, let's get cheesy. So then in 2018, I started posting these TikToks while working at Bubba Gump, and like some of them, like I said, they got like 100K, 200K views, which was like insane to me, because I had never had those numbers on YouTube. And mind you, it's like a TikTok view, so it's not the same thing as like a YouTube view, but still, I was like, what the fuck? So I started putting like a little bit more effort into them. I would like edit them. I made this one video. Guys, who remembers the beans video? Guys, if you remember the beans video, please comment it, because I'm starting to feel like it's lost media, but what the fuck? I made this video where I was like, I just put a can of beans in the microwave, but little did I know, I forgot to take the beans out of the can, and now my mother freaking house burnt down. See, that sounds crazy if you haven't seen it, but it was like this little skit, and then I was like dancing. It got like 2 million likes in a week, and this was fucking unheard of, because I swear to God there was maybe 5 million people on TikTok at the time. Like, so insane. Like, literally nothing will ever really come close to that feeling, because like mind you, I had no idea what would come from it, and it was like a 10-second video, so it was like, who really gave a fuck? But like, I think I got like 200, 300, 400K followers from like that one video, and then like I started getting like recognized, and that was like, it was the sort of like thing where like when you get recognized in public for like one specific video, they'd be like, you're the bean boy, and I was like, whoa. And mind you, it took years to have that name dropped. Years. I can't remember the last time someone said you're the bean boy. Hallelujah, Jesus. So then like a few people started like coming to watch my YouTube videos from that, but there wasn't really anything like good on there. I think I did like a Q&A. I was like, hey guys, thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. Here are some facts about me. And like, I don't know, I was really just, this began a period of just trying shit, like throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. I have no fucking clue what I could even call the content that I made. I would make like little like skits where I would like I would do like lip syncs. I would do skits, like the little like fucking TikTok text skits, like really just anything. Then one of the most pivotal moments in my life was in 2019. I believe it was March or February 2019. I went to Playlist Live in Orlando, Florida, which had such a reputation. It doesn't even exist anymore, this conference, but it was like where originally all the YouTubers and like influencers would go to meet. Like I have this vision of like James Charles and all these people. And the year that I went, this was in 2019, was like still a pretty big year. Like all those like OG YouTubers were still kind of around. So like there was a healthy mix of like new TikTokers and like old YouTubers. And I went to this thing knowing fucking no one. This was like maybe the biggest like social risk I've ever taken in my life, because I just booked a flight, booked a hotel, had no fucking plans, knew one person, literally one person there. So insane. So I land at the airport, and this one person introduces me to a couple other people, my friend Cam, and then I don't know if y'all remember her, Marina's World. She was a TikToker. She was so big in 2019. Like she was like one of the only TikTokers getting like consistently like 1 million likes. She was like almost like royalty there. And then like to put into perspective, this was a time when it was like there was like Lil Huddy, Elmo, and like Love Anthony were like running the fucking app. Like Cash Baker. And like that whole, like all those people, I think fucking Baby Ariel was in the mix. Holy shit. Like I'm getting like chills because it's so crazy to like bring up and remember. Oh my fucking God. So through like my friends Cam, or these like people that I had just met, Cam and Marina, they introduced me to this other group, which consisted of Curtis, who has been my roommate for fucking 5-6 years now, amongst like so many other people. And it was the most like, you walk into this hotel and it's like everyone you've seen on your For You page, because back then TikTok was such a close-knit community, not maybe community, but like everyone knew, like if you had a video with more than like 100K likes, everyone else who was like big kind of like knew who you were, and it was the craziest feeling because like I had just started this shit like 4 or 5 months before, maybe not even that much, maybe 3 or 4, and like these people that had been around for so long, where they'd be like YouTubers or like TikTokers that were super big, like freaking like Lil Huddy, like knew who I was, and I was like hanging out with them, and I was like what the fuck? Like I was working at Bubba Gump literally like months before this. It was so strange. Nothing, no feeling will ever compare to like the complete shift in my reality in like the span of 3 months. I look back at it and think how fucking insane it was and how fast things happened. And this wasn't even like the most like I think I had 500k followers on TikTok when I went to this thing, and maybe like 10k subscribers on YouTube. So like obviously like still like a very small fish. Mind you, that's like a lot of fucking people, but like I was like, okay, like this is so fun, but this like I'm pretty sure this is a flash in the pan. Like what, like I'm gonna be like a fucking influencer forever because of this bean video. So anyways, I met so many people at this Playlist Live, had so many like insane party experiences. Playlist Live was so fucking bonkers too. Like the amount of underage drinking and like that place was just off the handle. Like I was freshly 19 at this thing, going into just random hotel rooms, and it'd always be like someone's like mom or like some like sketchy ass like 30 or 40-year-old man that just bought like a penthouse suite that would like invite all these like underage like TikTokers and influencers, and it'd be like with like an open bar. Like I specifically remember being at this party, and this like 14-year-old kid walks in and takes a swig out of a fucking Svedka bottle and passes out on the ground, and we're like, whose fucking child is this? And what the fuck just happened? And then he came back to and like just screamed and then ran out of the fucking room. Like chaos, pandemonium, insanity. So after this, I got really close with Curtis, Cam, my friend Asha, a few other people, and they all lived in LA, or a few of them lived in LA, but they invited me because like and Jaden Hossler randomly was like in our group. Let the record state, before Jaden Hossler became like so famous and had his like music career, he was my roommate Curtis was his camp counselor in like Tennessee and invited him to Playlist, and at Playlist he made all these videos and like got close with like Lil Huddy and all of them and got so big. But like he, I think, had like 10k followers on TikTok. So anyways, we all went back to LA because that's where they lived. And like I wasn't making any money. I truly don't remember how I funded this. I think from 2019 to 2020, I perpetually had like $200 in my bank account and like a good chunk of credit card debt. Like I literally, when I would go to LA and hang out with them, like I was still very new friends with them, so I like didn't want to impose, but like they let me like sleep on their couch, and I would like walk to 7-Eleven and get like the 10 for 2 tacos. Like if you fucking know, oh my God, they're so good, but goddamn, I swear to God, it's made of horse dick meat. Like it is horse dick meat in these fucking tacos, and you get 10 of them for $2. Probably not now. And goddamn, Trump's America. But I would I was roughing it, making no fucking money. I think of some of the first like brand deals that I did. I'd get like, they'd pay me. I remember this like rapper named Snot, who I think he still makes music, paid me like $100 to like make a TikTok. Like literally just PayPal'd me $100 to make a TikTok to one of his songs. Yeah. And then I was like, what? Like poverty canceled. We got $100. So anyways, I was like bumming around LA, hanging out with like this group, and I eventually ended up moving in with Curtis because like the roommate situation shifted, and then there was like an open bedroom. there was like a bunch of like drama. I'm not gonna get into that. This is like too personal, but yeah, I ended up moving in with them, with Curtis and them, and was living there. I mean, I still have my apartment there, which is so crazy. I moved in August. Let's say moved in, because I didn't actually live there, but August 2019, I got like my own room there. But mind you, like I still was like this was not a career. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? But like I would go back and forth a lot between Canada and LA. So like I'd like stay at like my mom's house, and then I'd like go to LA for like a month, and like go back to Canada for like a month. And it was this weird like double life I was living, because like I eventually quit Bubba Gump because I was making more money from like doing like little song deals on TikTok. But hello from your favorite influencer. If I could influence you to do one thing, it would be to invest in your health, guys. I know we like to laugh about microplastics and Red 40, and maybe it's not even laughing. Maybe there's a little bit of shreds of reality in that conversation, but genuinely, I've recently kind of really focused on my health, kind of remembering that I'm actually not going to live, like 30 years, but hopefully a little bit more than that. And one of the ways to do that is to have a good medical system, okay? We're talking having your doctor, having your dentist, and thankfully I found both of those on ZocDoc, okay? ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/mama to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/mama, ZocDoc.com/mama. Thank you for sponsoring this episode. Guys, please stay healthy. Please. Please. 2019 LA, you just had to be there. This was pre-influencers. I don't even think that was a fucking term. In 2019, like what we really know, and I was gonna say know and love, not love, what we know as an influencer really came to be in like 2020, but in 2019, it was the weirdest fucking, like, there was this night that, like, I always forget that like under 21 is underage drinking, because like in Alberta it's the age is 18, so like I never thought it was like really a problem, but like the benders and the parties that I would go to, like having just moved from, not even moved, to like just like 5 months ago working at Bubba Gump, to like I'm at like, okay, what comes to mind is this one party where there was this one TikToker. I'm not going to say their name. They were so fucking huge. Like they're probably one of like the biggest TikTokers at the time. And randomly I was like in this group that was like kind of friends with them. So like we were at this like one house party this one night, and like they got so, I don't know what they were on. They were on like some sort of substance, but like we literally thought they were fucking overdosing. And so like we were like playing like goddamn like nurse and like making sure they weren't like dying for like an entire night. Like I don't even know where to begin. Like I could make a 4-hour episode on all the batshit crazy like influencer stories that I have, but I think I will hold my peace and keep them forever. It's so insane. And I had never experienced this before, because like I was such a fucking introvert like all throughout high school. In college, I didn't make a single fucking friend, like genuinely nobody, like no fucking friends. I don't remember a single person from the year and a half that I did in university. Like it is a fucking void in my head, unfortunately. No shade at like post-secondary education. I just had a bad experience. But all of a sudden, like every single day, I am hanging out with like 15 people, going to like these like influencer parties, like fucking so crazy, so insane. And it kind of wrapped up around like the first few months of 2020. So now I had been doing this for almost like a year. I think I had like maybe like 2 million followers, but keep in mind, I still wasn't doing anything. Like my content was just random shit. It was like anything that I knew would like get views, I guess. like, I don't know, if you really want to like self-harm, you can like scroll down to my TikTok and see what I'm talking about. But like, I didn't have like any kind of thing that I particularly was good at doing, or like, I don't know, or was like known for anything. I would just have like the occasional viral video like once a month, and like do like a brand deal here and there. Oh, I got picked to be part of this back. Oh my God. Back when TikTok was, like trying to get known as like just like they were trying to like be like they basically made this team of like 10 creators called the TikTok ambassadors, that was supposed to like promote the app and like be kind of the faces of the app, be like the ambassadors. And they like flew us out to LA. TikTok like brought me to like the VMAs and the MTV Movie Awards in 2019, like was so fucking insane. Never got invited back since. But so it all like that whole era kind of came to a close, obviously with the pandemic, but like right before the pandemic, I got into a little bit of a, I was trying the, I'm not going to say what substances. Nope. No. But it became kind of like not a frequent thing, but there was a certain group that I would hang around where it was very prevalent. And it was such a weird group too. It consisted of this one YouTuber that I really looked up to, a few TikTokers that got in a lot of drama, a few people that I ended up becoming really close friends with, and like a few other people, and a few other, like, there was like these two really famous like makeup TikTokers, and like we were just hanging out in this like house and like go like Six Flags, and it was like such a weird group, but it was genuinely so fun. There was like drama, but fuck, it's like 6 years ago. This is the part that like genuinely sends me into a state of psychosis, because I'm like, what the fuck was happening in that time? Anyways, then I went to playlist again, and it was like kind of dead. And I was at this point, this was like a kind of like a low moment, because I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I hadn't figured out anything that worked on YouTube, and like I was flopping on TikTok, y'all. Like, I was like not getting views, and I was like really realizing like, shit, like I might be washed. Like, this might be it. I had like a management team, but like obviously like they can't make you like a viral sensation, and like I genuinely just didn't know what the fuck to post online, so I was like kind of spiraling. And then like days after Playlist Live, COVID, like all the lockdowns happened, and I go back to Canada, and I remained there for like I think 6 or 7 months. So all of these friendships, all of these, and like this was the case for like most people, but there was an added layer because I was in a different country and literally could not come back to the US because of COVID. So like all of these friendships just like literally disappeared, minus like a few, like Curtis, and the rest of them. And it's so funny because like when you think about like the pandemic and TikTok, that's when like the craziest stuff happened. Like, y'all remember that night where like Lil Huddy released that list of all the drama that he was sitting on, and then like everyone went to the hype. This was when like the hype houses started and the sway houses, and like Lil Huddy freaking like that, like I don't know, but like my roommate Curtis like really got into that world and became friends with all of them, which was so funny. Like, so anyways, like I'm back home in Canada, and I'm like twiddling my thumbs, and like I just start locking the fuck in. Like, I will never be able to lock in to the levels that I locked in during the pandemic for like making content. But like I was posting like a TikTok every single day with like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like these like really fast paced like skits where I would just like make shit up and be like,
today I woke up and I saw my neighbor, and my neighbor had a gun and pointed the gun at me, so I ran from the neighbor.
Like, if you remember, you fucking remember, and I'm sorry. And they blew the fuck up. To this day, I get people that come up to me and they're like your videos during the pandemic like got me through the pandemic, and it's like, I wish you had more things going for you during the pandemic than my videos, but thank you. But like it was literally fucking overnight, like just insane. Within like a week of me posting these videos, each of them was getting like 10 million views. There was a point in time where every single video I posted was getting like 1 million likes. What the fuck? I went from, I want to say like 2 million followers to like 6 million in probably a month. I remember there was a fucking day where I gained 1 million followers in a day on TikTok. Fucking insane. Insanity. Like, and really quickly, like I knew like YouTube was always like my passion of mine, and it was kind of like getting neglected throughout this whole time. And so like I started making like these TikToks that would like continue onto YouTube, which I think gave like my YouTube channel like a boost or something in the algorithm. So all of a sudden, like my YouTube videos were doing really well, and then I made like then I made the Zoom hacking YouTube videos that we all know, and those blew up in ways that I never could imagine. Before I privated them, I think one has 20 million views. So, all of a sudden, everything had fucking changed. My entire financial situation had changed for the first time in like my life. I was not like literally fucking broke. Like just, and like suddenly had, I think when I finally left and like went back to LA, I think I had like 8 million, no, maybe like 7 million followers on TikTok. And it was so surreal. So like I come back to LA and every single fucking thing has changed. People had like so many of the friends I knew had completely left the city. Like my roommate was now like best friends with like Charlie D'Amelio. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? He's like hanging out with he's going to the Hype House every day. Once again, my entire reality had shifted in such an insane way. And I was like, I was trying to figure out like where to go from there, because like suddenly I was doing both TikTok and YouTube, and I was like loving it. Like it was so much work. Okay, it wasn't so much work. Like let me fucking be real for a second. It was not. But I mean like it was like probably 8 or 9 hours a day of just like literally filming and editing things, and then like hanging out with people outside of that. Like I was truly like on my fucking grind and like away that I had never been before. And then slowly I started like regaining these friendships, and like hanging out with people like a bunch again, even though it was like the pandemic. Cue that Vanessa Hudgens clip. But then so here's the thing. Like, yes, I was like making money from it, but like there was no influencers moving from one country to another, because mind you, still a Canadian citizen. So like I wasn't working in LA. I would do all my work back in Canada, and then I'd get to LA and just kind of like sit around and like fucking do nothing, because obviously I couldn't work there. I didn't have a visa or anything. So like I'd post these videos and get like no money from it, because like they didn't even have like the creator fund back then. But I was like still like getting so many followers. And then I'd get like a brand deal here and there. So essentially, if you're a Canadian, you can spend 6 months of the year in the US before you have to go back. Not like consecutively. So I would never spend more than 6 months in the US, but that meant I would spend like 6 months in Canada or like other places. So once again, I was in this like weird place, like this kind of like double life, where I'd like go back to Canada and just like live in my mom's basement, and then like go to LA and like have this like insane like party life. And honestly, it's like I'm hyping it up, but it wasn't that crazy. Like I wasn't like I never went to the Hype House. I went to the Sway House once, but I never went to the Hype House. Damn, that makes me kind of sad actually. Fuck, everyone got to go to the Hype House except for me. But so then I moved to Vancouver for a little bit. And then like I was really just a nomad. I was bouncing around, and still like making a lot of videos. I spent like a bunch of time in Japan, fucking Vancouver. And then I, in 2023, got my fucking work visa, baby. Moved to the US, full time. Was like we're talking, we got the social security number and everything. And this was a process that made me literally want to die so many fucking times. It was I started the process to get my visa in 2019 and only got it in 2023. Like, I would not, like, and I think about, I've talked about this before, but I think about like how grueling it was on like me when I literally was just moving from Canada to the US in like a perfectly comfortable situation. Like, I genuinely cannot fucking imagine how hard it is. Like, people who are refugees, people who are like just moving to get like a better life. Like, the fucking immigration process is insane, fucking insane. To this day, it is insane. And I have a call with my immigration lawyer because I'm trying to get that green card, Donald Trump. In 10 minutes, I have a call with my immigration lawyer to try and get a green card. Fucking, it's something. But anyways, like, then what was there? There was the vegan teacher arc. Like, that was a moment. But then, like, I found myself, like, just living in LA, and I was like, I had spent so much time going back and forth that it was very hard to like maintain these friendships when I would just be gone for like months on end. And it was very sad because like I finally was able to like be in LA full time, and either people had just left LA because like 2019 to 2023 was 4 fucking years, and a lot of people don't spend that much time there. So like so many people would just like fucking completely moved, or our friendships had just like drifted so much that it was almost like awkward to be like, hey, I mean, I'm sure I could, and like we would be friends again, but and then I fucking moved to New York, and now I'm here. And it really is crazy. I'd say 2019 to 2020 felt like 10 years, and then 2020 to now felt like just so much stuff happened in 2019. I could write a fucking memoir on it. It truly is insane. And it was such a different time. Like, I don't know. I think about I was going through my camera roll and I was thinking about all of the like creators that I know that fully, I don't know where the fuck they are now. Like, fully quit everything. And I'm so like lucky to have, like, I feel like a fucking cockroach. Like, I feel like a nuclear bomb went off and I'm the cockroach that like survived. Like, I remember like the first year of like doing it full time, doing like social media full time, being like, okay, like the average like lifespan of like a creator is like 3 years. Like the clock is ticking, and now it's like 6 fucking years of like doing it full time, not to mention 15 years of making videos like regularly. It is maybe the most surreal feeling, like to know that I'm like still around, like, and have, you know, like done, like, man, a lot of bad things could have happened. And they didn't, and I'm forever grateful, and I forever count my blessings. And it almost makes me think, like, should I quit while I'm ahead? And I know I soft launched that like a few episodes ago, but honestly, I'm feeling fucking more inspired than ever, mostly stemming from just like pure gratitude, primarily towards you guys. Like when you guys come up to me in person and are like, I've been watching you since 2019, it blows my fucking mind. It's so insane, because I think about how I grew up watching YouTubers, and how like they like literally like raised me, and like the way some of y'all, now that it's like 6 years later, even though it feels like it's been 2 months, it genuinely feels like it's like an interstellar time loop moment. It feels like I started doing this shit 2 months ago. I'm not even fucking kidding. It's the weirdest feeling. But when you guys come up to me, or even just like comment and say that like I don't know, you watched me through the pandemic or you watched me since 2019. It's so crazy because I think about how meaningful like these creators were to me when I was growing up, and the thought that even like one of y'all feel that way about me is like so it's the most insane feeling. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't, like, I even saying it doesn't feel real at all. It's so weird. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So, and I think about, you know, all the YouTubers that I watched growing up, how they, let's see, there was Shane Dawson, fucked his cat. So, you know, I don't have that to worry about. There's PewDiePie. Where to begin with him? I mean, like, God bless him now. And his life now, like, give me, like, the way he just lives in rural Japan with, like, the love of his life and his kids and his dogs, like, holy fuck, like, yeah. But a lot of the fucking, like, Leafy, I grew up watching Leafy Is Here. Where is that motherfucker now? Excommunicated from Earth. So, like, I think about that. I think, like, sometimes I do feel like a little, ow, I just scraped my finger so hard. Sometimes I do feel like a little racehorse, and one day I'm going to get sent to the glue factory, and it does cause a little bit of anxiety. It's like, when is my day that they send me to the glue factory? But it's not today, and it hasn't been the last 6 years, and I think that is a fucking miracle in itself. But yeah, I just wanted to reminisce. I wanted to fucking take a trip down memory lane, because what a journey it's been. And specifically, I just wanted to, like, step back into that state of psychosis from 2019 to 2020. Cause, like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Why were me and just a bunch of other, like, 19, 18-year-olds getting drunk off our ass while getting, like, millions of views? And, like, it was like, I genuinely, if I ever become, like, a Francis Ford Coppola and can make, like, a passion project movie that I know is going to be terrible, but, like, I just want to make it, I want to make one about 2019 and 2020 TikTok and all the shit that went down, because it is just fucking insane. It is insane. I wasn't even there for most of it, but what I did experience was insane. And, like, even if you were just a passive watcher, or you were, like, you would go on TikTok room, like, you fucking know, what I'm talking about. It was crazy. It was insane. And I'm forever grateful, man. I'm forever grateful that I got to witness that. I got to be a part of it. That I got to see Playlist live before it shut down. Yeah. Just gratitude today, guys. Guys, can we have a little bit of gratitude? Yeah. But what the fuck do they say? Miracles can happen, dreams come true, all that. It is real, guys. It is real. I will say I'm living proof. And I hope that didn't seem too boasty or anything, but I really don't know how else to say it without expressing my gratitude to y'all, because I don't say it enough, because sometimes I just forget. I forget about the last 6 years of my life because it's been so fucking insane, but it's real and it happened. I look back at Playlist Live and I think about walking through, like, the lobby of the Orlando World Center Marriott, like, next to James Charles as he's throwing his fucking pallets into the crowd, and I think that's not real, but it was real. It was real, and it makes me dissociate a little bit, but in a good way. Y'all, fucking thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Here's to 12 years more. Guys, will phones even be a thing in 12? I don't know. Okay, I love y'all. Bye!